The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in. You can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin. Hey yo, I rise like the sun in the east, running the streets. Same people that was coming in peace, some in the beast on the microphone. It's never a long and hard task. For God, I'm gonna smash they blog and podcast. Introduction to journalism 101 with Pharaoh PoPolitickin about where I'm from and what I do. What's up? It gotta be good. Interviewing everybody, you know they probably could. Take all the blood, sweat, and tears, working all them years. Putting in 10,000 hours, it empowers careers. From the baby and Megan the Stallion to Yo Gotti. High as a kite, jet life, currency in the party. With MC Light, J Prince said I rap a lot. Super Saiyan Black Kakarot with a Macintosh laptop in my Apple Watch. Smoking Fraggle Rocks, 4 eyes, got more lines and hooks than a tackle box. What? The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in. You can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin.
All right, welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you check us out on Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to the podcast. 1212, I'm in the place to be with Danny Limelight. How you doing, bro?
What's up, mi gente? How you doing, baby? Thanks for having me back. It feels good. That's a crazy soundtrack you got for you, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate it. I was gonna say, man, like,
who's
first
going
off,
spitting
man,
on it?
that's actually Ludacris, homie. His name 4 Eyes.
Yeah, that was fire. I like.
Yeah, we gotta get you. I want to say, man, like, I think the first time I interviewed you was like 2019, and I'm just really happy for you, man. I seen the evolution, bro, because I see like, I remember when we first interviewed you, you was like more just you was finding your way. Yeah. And then right after that, I seen you New Japan, All Elite, and now United Wrestling. You had the belt for like over a year now, right?
408 days today.
Yeah, so it's almost 2 years almost coming up, huh? You gonna get it 2 years.
We gotta work. You gotta work.
So how you feeling, man? Like I said, I know I'm happy for you, but how are you feeling with all the success you've been getting over there? And then even without, I'm not even talking about. I see you in the movies, all this shit. I'm like, damn, what I see you shining over there.
Man, I appreciate that. I feel good, bro. Like right now, I'm chilling in my apartment in Hollywood. Actually, once we're done here, I gotta head to the studio, to the editing suite to begin working the editing on my film that I wrote and produced with along my buddy Miko Sad. He's an award-winning Egyptian filmmaker, so I'm in the process of finishing up my film that I just did. I think last time we spoke, I was about to start shooting my first short film, Joe Riv. That one went on to win 6 awards at the festivals. We killed that. I won Best Actor, I won Best Short Film. So just trying to keep that momentum going on the filmmaking side. 2019, I just did my New Japan tryout at the LA Dojo. So when that kicked off, we did the New Japan Strong thing, joined Team Filthy, went over to AEW, did my thing at AEW, wrestled the best that they had. And then I went to Major League Wrestling, me and Slice Boogie, we joined Conan, became the new LAX 5150. Took the tag titles there. Went to Puerto Rico, Savio Vega's company. Took the tag titles there. We were the tag titles at United Wrestling. Did that thing. Then Slice I got injured, so I went back to doing the solo stuff. And here we are, 408 days later, United Wrestling Network World Heavyweight Champion. But let's just give a shout out to Belts by Dad real quick. Look at this beauty. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
what a real world championship look like. Look at this.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You fighting some people too. Can then you fight Moose?
Man, I done wrestled Moose, Eddie Kingston, Clark Connors, Tom Lawler, Invictus Cash, Jordan Clearwater,
Then you fought Peter Avalon, right?
I just wrestled Peter Avalon.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, he about to lose because I thought because Peter Avalon been there for a while, so I thought they was trying to.
Poppy, you was betting against Poppy. What's going on, man?
Nah, man, I just because I know Peter Avalon was there for a while too, so sometimes they just try to bring the old people back.
Peter Avalon is he's the United OG, longest reigning heritage champion at 600 plus days. I'm the longest reigning world champion at 400 plus days. Peter's on the Mount Rushmore of United. It's you got Adam Pearce, you got Sean Ricker, Peter Avalon. Now you got Danny Limelight. You know what I'm saying?
And then for the people that don't know who Sean Ricker is, that's LA Knight, right?
LA Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say and then I think one of the most important things I like what you're doing that I saw a few times where you was incorporating your kids into it.
Yeah.
You even had your daughter beating up the wrestlers a little bit.
Yeah, my daughter went crazy. She hit my finish of my little DDT. That was back at FSW in Vegas. It was a sold out show. She cut a little promo before the match started. Then she came. I was defending my championship, the No Limits championship, at FSW against the young prodigy Bodie. And it was a great match, good time, great moment. It was on Father's Day, so just to share that moment with my daughter on Father's Day was dope. Then at one point, I brought my son to United Wrestling after I defended my title at United. He came into the ring. It was his first time seeing his dad as a wrestler. He loves wrestling. He loves The Rock. He didn't know I wrestled, so that was a cool little thing for him. That was a great moment for me as well. And then outside of the wrestling stuff, the filming, I got a Netflix show out right now called The Brother's Son, starring Michelle Yeoh. I just finished shooting for an Amazon Prime show called On Call, playing Long Beach, East LA, Barrios, El Monstro, a little bad guy role right there. I just finished, like I said, I just finished my film earlier. I spoke about it. It's called Montu. It's looking great. It's a great action adventure film. And then right now, this week, as a matter of fact, I'll be flying to Mississippi on Thursday. So in 2 days to go film a new movie called Play Dirty, starring Theo Rossi, Ron Perlman, an amazing cast and crew. It's a great film. I can't wait to watch it come to life and just to be able to be a part of that, playing K-Dog, who's a bad guy, one of the 6th Street locos. So we'll see how that go.
Where you going to in Mississippi? That's where I'm from.
I'm going there Thursday.
Where you going though? What city? You know what city?
Oh, I don't know the city specifically. I'm flying into New Orleans actually, and the driver's picking me up from New Orleans and bringing me into Mississippi, so it can't be too far from New Orleans.
I'm saying, what happened to the I remember I interviewed you one time where you had the girls in the movie. It was like all the girls, like 5 of them, 6 of them.
That was the the young girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a kidnapping movie. With the shed light on human trafficking. It was called 207. That was a really short independent film. We didn't really do nothing with that because it wasn't my film. I just wrote it.
Oh, okay.
And the girls, they the producers of that, they did what they did with that. I did my job, and that was it for me. But it's cool because, just to see where I started from, before that it was TNT. It was a boxing movie with girls and guys. I did a little short for my daughter. It was a little horror movie called Sunny, where she played a possessed girl. This is on like the super, super low level. Me with a camera, or one of my boys, Jeff, coming with his camera and film. And then after that, we kind of stepped the game up with Joe Riv. Went to the festivals with that, did my thing at the festivals. And then now with Montu, we just edited the first 5 minutes. And man, it looks beautiful. And it's going to be an awesome film we're going to take to the festivals. And we'll see what we do with that as well.
Do you see yourself doing like The Rock, like just get, or more than that, The Rock, Batista, other wrestlers that kind of get.
Of course, you got The Rock, Batista, John Cena. Like that's the inspiration right there to go from wrestling to Hollywood. You got Mercedes now. She's doing her thing. She got the Mandalorian show and a couple projects coming out, so that's cool for her. Shout outs to her. I'm just trying to do my thing too. If people go to my IMDb page, I got credits. I done did stuff with NCIS. Matter of fact, I did this. This is after the first time we talked. So NCIS popped off. I did an episode of NCIS. I was in a movie called Lord of the Streets. that starred Treach, but from Naughty by Nature, Rampage Jackson, Khalil Roundtree. It was a cool underground fight kind of movie. I played one of the prisoners on the prison yard. Had a sick fight scene with Khalil. I did a movie that hit theaters in September called Dark Acid. It was streaming on Amazon Prime. That one starred Byron Mann and Robert Patrick. I played subject number one, basically like some super soldier type shit. Had a sick fight scene with him. Worked on a few films with James Balsamo. Shout out to James. He does a lot of stuff like that raunchy horror comedy type vibe. I have a lot of fun when I get to work with James. So it's my little min pin.
What up? What up?
But yeah, it's a vibe, you know. Like I'm very thankful for, you know, what the stuff I got to be doing. And even my daughter, matter of fact, February 9th, she got a movie coming out, streaming on AMC Plus called Skeletons in the Closet. That's with Terrence Howard, Cuba Gooding Jr., Clifton Powell, Valerie Ortiz, Michelle Jubilee, Appy Pratt. So it's a really cool cast. It's my daughter's first feature film. So shout out to my daughter.
And I remember, like for a while, it was a few times I kept seeing
Shout out
you.
to Devin. I see you.
You wasn't using Danny Limelight for a while. I saw you wrestling as Danny Rivera.
When I went to MLW, they had me as just Rivera. They didn't want Danny Limelight. They wanted like me to use my last name, stuff like that. And I think little by little it kind of transitioned to Danny Rivera, and then it was Danny Limelight Rivera. And then by the time I left, it was just Danny Limelight. You know.
How long were you there for?
Yeah, was there for a year. Me and Slice Bucket walked in, cleaned up shop, took the belts, went to Puerto Rico with the belts, took the Puerto Rico belts. We had like, it was like the United Championship, United World Tag Team Champions, the MLW World Tag Team Champions, and the IWA Puerto Rico World Tag Team Championships. And then we just lost. After we lost them and stuff like that, Boogie got hurt. So we kind of, you know, did that. Matter of fact, I was just in Puerto Rico beginning of this month, wrestling for Sabia. I was defending the belt out there in Puerto Rico because it's a world title, so it's supposed to be defended all around the world. You feel me? And look, right there's the Puerto Rican flag. You know, I went to Mexico with the belt. There's the Mexican flag. Trying to hit all these states. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say so. Just far as your with your group, which because you like said you named a couple groups you already been in. Which group is your favorite group so far?
Talk about what? Between Team Filthy and the Bodega?
Yeah, LAX and all that. Yeah. And then,
so for me, like each of them have a special place in my heart. I love working with Tom Lawler on Team Filthy. Tom Lawler, the West Coast Wrecking Crew, Jarrell and Royce, and then of course Kratos. It's fun, bro. Like working in New Japan is different. You know, wrestling some of the best wrestlers in the world with these guys. I get to play Danny Limelight a certain way there. With the LAX and the 5150, it was just dope to be part of that legacy, to be able to work with Conan. He's an OG. Be able to work with Homicide and Hernandez. Actually, I got to team with both of them. So that was cool. Paying homage to the old LAX by being able to work with that. That was a good vibe. And then obviously the Bodega, I mean, my relationship with Slice and Papo is super tight, you know? Those are my brothers, which is why it's kind of sad that Slice is aiming for my world title right now. He's the number one contender. So now I got to fight my brother.
Yeah. I think I heard a promo. He was saying like I think I might be wrong, but he was saying like you weren't really looking out for him or something. He got to look out for himself now or something like that.
That's crazy to say because, you know what I'm saying? I left United. I went to everywhere he wants to be. Been there, done that, spun the block, picked him back up, took him with me everywhere else. You know, it's not my fault he got injured. What was I supposed to do? Like stop grinding because he got hurt? You know?
Yeah.
Like looked out for him. I showed him love. I mean, he know what it is. You know, he know what's up. Ain't nobody stopped taking care of him. It was just he was hurt. I had to do my thing, and it's right here. I got kids I gotta feed. You feel me?
I thought didn't you even do it? You did a charity show for him, right? That's right when he got hurt. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
So he forgot about that, huh?
Forgot about that. Forgot about a lot of things. Apparently, he forgot about a lot of. But look, one thing he's not gonna forget is that Danny Limelight is the face of the company for a reason.
Yeah, then I always hear you kind of mention this a lot in your promos. Like before, you said like people didn't really believe in you. A lot of people said you wouldn't even last in wrestling. Yep. Just where you are now, like how do you feel about the naysayers? What did you say to them now?
Bro, look, They right. I'm not gonna last in wrestling because pretty soon I'm gonna walk away from the ring and walk right down the red carpet, straight into Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I'm already knocking on that door. You know, I did a lot in wrestling in a short period of time. People can say whatever they want. They hate us. They know what's up. I'm one of the most underappreciated wrestlers in the business, especially on the independent scene. I'm a TV wrestler. I'm an entertainer. I am fucking good at what I do. And anybody that says no, they just in denial. Because if I got people like Booker T telling me, you on. If I got people like Peter Avalon telling me, you got it. You know what I'm saying? If I got people that are in places, I could care less about what the indie wrestler that's wrestling for $50 got to say.
Right.
I could care less about the fan in the fifth row who couldn't buy front row tickets got to say. I know how good I am. And the real people that know the business know how good I am.
Now, how do you feel like, I remember, I think the tightest thing I've seen from you since I've been watching you the past 5 years was a match you had, and then at the end of the match, all the Latino wrestlers came together at the end. Y'all was celebrating together. That was hard. I like that.
That was against Eddie Kingston.
Yeah. So how you feel about? I'm gonna say how you feel like as far as just representing the the great lineage of Latino wrestlers and you being one of the next ones in the future of the Latino wrestlers.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, bro, because, I say it, mi gente, that means my people. For those who don't know what it means, mi gente means my people. I'm doing it for my people, whether it's my daughter, my son, my family, my friends, Latinos everywhere and not Latinos, minorities, people that are of color, you know what I'm saying? All shades of color. People that will have these dreams and these goals that they want to achieve, and they got people in their ear telling them they can't do it. They're just looking for somebody to look at and say, well, if he could do it, I could do it. And for me, that moment was crazy. I remember standing on top rope in front of a sold-out crowd of 2,000-something people at the Red Carpet Rumble. I had the title in one hand, and I had a big-ass Puerto Rican flag in the other. And I just defended the championship against one of the best wrestlers in the world, Eddie Kingston. You know what I'm saying? So that right there was enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, just like going all the places I've been, New Japan, check. AEW, check. Impact, check. AAA, check. MLW, check. United Wrestling, check. IWA, check. Many indie companies across the United States and Mexico, check. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got one more thing left to prove, and that's WWE.
See, like they was already saying. I read an article saying WWE wasn't happy with the Latino World Order. Shit, it seems like they need to go slide you up in there.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I breathe new life into that. And
then, how do you feel about just where WWE's going as far as with the TKO? And I guess I just heard today that the Rock is on the board.
Man, I wish that company so much success. I mean, they're doing some crazy moves right now, changing the game. WWE is changing the game right now. TKO is changing the game right now. The Rock, that's the GOAT. I always use him as inspiration for everything. Him as a wrestler, him as an actor, him as a father. All that's inspiration for me that I get from The Rock, man. I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and I'll scroll through my social media, and he's in the gym getting it in. And I'm over here being lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a hustler, man.
And then how you feel?
Actually, when I booked this new role for this film that I'm shooting this week, I used one of his quotes that I had read as inspiration, just because, like, that man, I would love to see The Rock's calendar, just to see what his day is like. How many meetings? How many appointments? How many phone calls? You know what I'm saying? How much time he spends on a plane? How much time he spends in a car going to and from destinations? When does he sit down and breathe? That's how I'm trying to be.
Hey, I remember that it was like right before, like it was like the national championship, and he was like it was like that same week. It was like he was on Fox for Dallas talking to Jimmy Johnson. He was at all the national championships, and then that Raw came, and my boy was like, "The Rock coming." I was like, man, he ain't coming to that shit. He been doing all this. He sure popped up, and I was like, damn. I was like, man. So, yeah, he be working for sure, man. I would say then, how do you feel about the
He's a hustler.
I see you. You still be showing the military love. So how do you feel about the support you get from the military and the Marines?
Well, yeah, man. I'm a veteran. I did 10 years in the Marine Corps. Um, 10 good years. I made Marines as a drill instructor. Traveled the world. I did humanitarian missions in Japan. Um, I, I love being in the military. I haven't been in the Marine Corps almost 5 years now. I don't miss it. Like I'm happy with where I'm at in life. I'm happy where life has brought me. But the Marine Corps will always hold a special place in my heart. I got it tatted right here for a reason. It's my drill instructor campaign, the skull, because I used to slay recruits. But yeah, that's one of my chapters that's closed.
I guess I know you said it's closed, but what would you say to like just the young Marines getting out? Because a lot of young Marines, they get out and they don't do anything else. That's their
I mean,
biggest moment in their life.
There's so many resources out there. The military sets you up for success. I definitely, for those of people who are lost in life right now, looking for a job, looking for something to do, can't afford school, can't afford healthcare, stuff like that. Like the military, take care of all that, and gives you a guaranteed paycheck and a roof over your head. For people that are getting out, there's so many options. Use your resources. Use your GI Bill. Use your Chapter 31 voc rehabilitation. For an occupation. Use your, make sure you get your medical stuff done for your disability paperwork and your disability compensation. There's tons of, use your VA home loan, buy a home with zero down, great interest rates. There's so many resources. For those of you that are thinking about transitioning out of the military into civilian life, just make sure you have goals. You have something that you want to do. And if you still don't know what you want from life, then maybe you stay in a little bit longer until you figure it out. When I joined, I was going to do 4 years. That's it. Then 4 turned to 6 turned to 8 turned to 10, all active. And at no point in time did I know what I wanted to do until my wrestling took off. And my wrestling, thank God, took off beginning of 2019, right when I was transitioning out. So in 2019, I kind of popped as an indie guy on the West Coast. And then once 2020 hit, that's when I was already at New Japan AEW. So not even a year after getting out of the military, I was already wrestling for the major companies.
And then, do you see yourself trying to get back into like AEW or Impact?
I mean, I don't close any doors. I'm open to all opportunities if it makes sense for me. I definitely feel like I'm ready to be on any channel, any TV company. Me personally, right now, like I want to go to WWE. That's the one place I haven't been. I haven't walked through those locker rooms as a wrestler. There's so many guys that I want to work with, and I think that I will kill it. I will kill it at NXT. Even if me and Slice Boogie went down that way and did the bodega there, like we ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I like how they I kind of like NXT myself. I like how I was gonna say Pillman, but Lexus King. I like how they working with him out there, and I want to see what they do with Jade when she show up.
Yeah.
Who name some of your matches, like far as like wrestlers you haven't fought yet that you want to fight?
Carmelo.
Okay, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, Ricochet for sure. I'd like to work with like Gargano, Chad Gable, everybody on NXT. I've wrestled Carl Fredericks before, now known as Eddie Thorpe, but I would love to do it at that level. You know what I'm saying? Just go everybody. I feel like I have some great matches with a lot of people there. And as far as the indies, man, Cedric Alexander as somebody in WWE I'd love to work with. But as far as like on the indies, Mustafa is on the indies now. Dolph is taking bookings now, or Nick, excuse me. I still want to wrestle Speedball Mike Bailey. Been waiting for that. Leo Rush is another one that hasn't happened yet. I don't know how. But those are just some of the names off the top of my head,
Then what are your, like, say somebody like they want to go back and look at some of your best matches. What do you feel like your best matches are so far?
Shit, anything I've done the last year at United with this championship. Any of my title defenses this year is some of my best work. No cap. Eddie Kingston, banger. Clark Connors, banger. Tom Lawler, banger. Moose, banger. Peter Avalon, banger. Victor's Cash, banger. Jordan Lumberjack match, banger. Great matches. And I'm sure there's still more to come. Matter of fact, if you want to go to my AEW stuff, look up my match with John Moxley. Look up my match with Konosuke Takeshita. If you go to Reality of Wrestling, look at my matches with Eli Knight, bangers. Shout out, like as much as I'm beefing with Eli Knight right now, Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's company in Houston, Texas, which is the place to be. Houston, Texas, Reality of Wrestling. California, United Wrestling. I got my eyes set on gold at Reality of Wrestling. But if you're looking at talent at Reality of Wrestling, Eli Knight, Will All Day, Maya Friday. Like this is a bunch of bookers doing some awesome things down that way. I can't wait to be back. I'll be back February 10th at Reality of Wrestling. So I'm definitely excited for that.
I'm saying, what would you say? What's the difference between just being like a wrestler in a promotion and being the face of the promotion? Like right now, you're the face, you're the champion. So is it a difference or is no difference?
For me, it's no difference in the sense of performance, because no matter where I'm at on the card, no matter who I'm wrestling, I can bring out a good match out of anybody. I can perform at the highest level at all times, whether I'm the first match of the main event. You're getting a high caliber performance with Danny Limelight every time I step through the curtain. I hold a different kind of responsibility to this in the sense that I got the company on my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a fighting champion. I take this belt with me everywhere. I carry myself in professional ways just to make sure that this right here looks good on my shoulders and that the company looks good in the eyes of the public who see me as their face. Being a wrestler on the show, it brings out the hunger in me even more, because now I want to be the face of that company. Whoever Will All Day is the champ right now, wrestling. I got my eyes on you and every other champion in that company. I could do it better. Clip this, post this, tag everybody. I could do better than you. And that's what I'm ready for.
Then what's next for you? Where you see yourself in the say like the next year? What you got going on?
Look, man, I got movies coming out. I got TV shows coming out. Hopefully more auditions, more blessings as far as like filming and stuff like that. My movie will be out by the summer, my short film, and then we'll be working on some things with that and other films that I'm writing. Wrestling wise, still the champ. Hopefully more gold on my shoulders, or walking in through the doors of WWE or another major company that's interested in bringing Poppy.
That's what's up. Yeah, that'll be dope, man. See you in WrestleMania one day.
Yeah, man. Childhood dream.
Yeah. All right, man. I want to say, what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to PoPolitickin for hitting me up, bringing me back. It's been way too long, almost 5 years now. So shout outs to you, bro. Everybody listening, do your thing. Keep your head up. Ignore the hate. Like my boy Fred Rawson says, block the hate. Put your energy into positive things. Surround yourself with positive people. You're the average of who you surround yourself with. As soon as I switched my people up, shit got better for me. Follow me on all social media at Danny Limelight. Much love, you head there.
For sure. Yeah, this gonna be the last interview. I know once you get WWE, that shit gonna be over. You're gonna be taking off there. But nah, that's why I wanted. Hopefully,
if this is the last interview, let's hope it's for a good reason and not for no crazy shit.
Yeah, like I said, I wish you the best success, man. You just keep shining, bro.
Appreciate you. Much love, you head there.
All right, we out, bro.